He's joining us here now. Kyren, enormous congratulations, mate. Safely through to the quarterfinals. Seeing a few of your shots here.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what's going on. I just keep making hard work of matches at the minute. Again, a little bit frustrating, really. Like the first 4 frames, I feel like I've really stepped it up and sort of improved on my previous performances. And yeah, just let it slip a little bit. Just lost my concentration after the interval. Was
that because it was going so well for you?
In all honesty, Ben, he's been suffering for a while, I think, and he said at the interval he didn't feel too good. He felt quite dizzy to the TD, and you know, bless him, he just apologised to me at the end there and said, "Sorry if I put you off." You know, that wasn't really the case. You just hope that everybody's safe and well, and yeah, you know, he wasn't the same player he would normally be, and I could kind of sense that.
We're going to show you a couple of rest shots because you said in your previous match you wasn't quite used to your cue, but you missed one of these yellows in a previous match, but this one you had no problem at all potting.
Yeah, I think the difference with this one, Jimmy, is I could really put my cue through it.
Yeah.
The other one, I had to feel it round for the green. I knew that if I was sort of close to that side cushion, I was always going to be on the one near the black.
Yeah.
And then it freed the frame up then.
But if you've got any doubts about your rest play, you're nearly as good as me now. Look at that shot there. That was absolutely fabulous. You went right through the cue. So
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I cued that one very well.
With the rest,
yeah, thank you.
I mean, how important was it to you to finish in style like that, bud?
Yeah, obviously, like, you know, I'm well aware that I am the sort of one of the highest seeds left in, and you know, I've grown up playing this game from the age of 6 years old, and you know, these people pay good money to come and watch us play. So at the same time, you know, I've got to put food on the table for my family, but I do want to try and entertain at the same time. So I try my best to do 4 doubles in a row, like the crowd were asking.
Awesome.
But 3 will do. 3 will do.
No, brilliant stuff. This one like whacks the back of the leather pocket. You need to took
That's
the
how
pocket
you got to
out.
play them, and they're like 100 mile an hour. It sounds good when it's the back of the leather, but yeah, this one went astray in the end. But yeah, just glad to get through.
Yeah, sorry. I thought the first 4 frames though, you was playing at a nice pace. You know, you look very confident, very comfortable out there. And I think when you play O'Sullivan, I think that's the sort of speed you got to play at, because he's a fluent player like yourself.
Yeah, without doubt. And you know, I found that in the second session of the World Championships. I upped my pace. You know, from being something like 8-2 down, I wanted to go for it. I had a chat with my brother and Barry. And yeah, just sort of, you know, it does suit me because, you know, I'm scoring a lot better nowadays, and I think, you know, I've played a couple of really good games with Neil Robertson, and when I've played him, I've upped my pace and I've scored well. So that's what you need to do against the top players.
Absolutely.
In your interview with Rachel, mate, you spoke about the fact you didn't want to be complacent and you didn't want to look forward. You wanted to sort of deal with what was in front of you. How tough was it to do that, especially when you were 4-0 up? Yeah,
really tough, because, you know, you've got 1 foot in the quarterfinals, haven't you? And the way I was queuing, I fancied sort of taking Ben out at 6-0, but you know, he's a very, very good player, and you can't afford to think like that.
And you're up against Ronnie next. How will you approach that match? Are you somebody who just sort of thinks, I can chuck as many grenades at him as I can, or are you going to be thinking specifically tactics?
No, I always enjoy playing him because, you know, when he does eventually retire, you know, we're going to look back on it and say, you know, what did you achieve against him? So for me, it's about having that win on my CV. So, yeah, obviously, you know, I'm always going to throw whatever I've got at anyone. But at the end of the day, we're all well aware that everyone's saying it's Ronnie's tournament to lose, you know, which is rightly so with him being the highest seed. So I feel like I'm going out there with no pressure.
But you'd like to win your first Triple Crown and beat Ronnie O'Sullivan, wouldn't you? So look back at the record books that way.
Yeah, without doubt. You don't want to go through it, and, you know, there's no easy draws on tour nowadays. But if you can tick off the big names along the way of winning these big tournaments, then you know, their dreams come true, really.
What would a Triple Crown mean to you? Because for the uninitiated, they might see the papers and it says so-and-so wins English Open, so-and-so wins a Scottish. But to win a UK title, what would that actually mean to you?
Well, massive. It would be humongous for me and my family. We've put a hell of a lot into this game from a very young age. My brother's promised me that he's going to get a tattoo of the UK Championship title on his leg.
He's shaking his head just for reference as well.
Yeah, just purely for that, I'd love to win it.
And just in terms of being transformative for your career, I mean, you think of some players, they win that and then they go on to greater and greater things. Is that something which you think you chalk this one off and then sort of sky's the limit?
Yeah, I'm well aware that the only thing that is missing from my career at the moment is one of these big titles. I do believe that when I do land one of these big titles, I'll kick on and hopefully produce what I know I'm capable of.
Well, it does really feel like that is something which is just around the corner. So, mate, if you're keeping this form, it's going to be an amazing head-to-head against you and Ronnie. All the very best of luck. Thanks, for that.
Mate.
Hi, I'm Ronnie O'Sullivan and welcome to Eurosport Snooker on YouTube. Click here to subscribe to Eurosport Snooker.